Welcome, Cancer, to your March 2021 Creative Horoscope. I'm Jane Holland, and this horoscope deals specifically with your creative life and career. So please click like and subscribe to my channel below if you'd like to hear more about what the stars have in store for you artistically and creatively each month. Cancer, this month is all about other people and how they impact on your creative career. But big changes are coming, as I'll explain, which could change some areas of your life forever. Now, you're ruled by the changeable, fluctuating moon, Cancer, and because of this, your two key dates every month are the lunations. That's the new and the full moon. They happen every month in different signs. This month, the new moon on March 13th falls harmoniously in your fellow water sign of Pisces, in your busy 9th house of ideas, travel, higher learning, spiritual beliefs. This lunation will act like a switch, lighting up your beliefs and your visions for the future. So take note of that date and set a new creative intention for around that time. But at the very end of the month, on the 28th of March, the full moon that occurs in Venus-ruled Libra, in your 4th house of the home and your family, this could bring some truly radical changes into your life. Now, the 4th house is where you come from. It's not just where you live, it's where you come from, who you are deep down, your deepest origins. And it may be that you're finishing up a home-related project at around that time, or perhaps saying goodbye to someone who has been in your life for a long time. Dreamy Neptune makes an aspect to Mercury at this full moon, suggesting news around the end of the month that really touches your soul, Cancer, that reminds you of where you came from and where you hope to end up. Either way, both your highest mind and your deepest soul, if you like, are being touched this month. So listen to those moon messages and use them in your creative endeavours. On March the 4th, Mars is going to move into your 12th house, your 12th house of visions. It's a very dreamy, watery house, and Mars does not feel happy there, unfortunately. It's too much of a go-getter planet for the quiet, insular, introspective world of the 12th house. So Mars in the 12th is creative, yes, absolutely, but it's also imprisoned a little. It's hard to access your creative energy when Mars is in the 12th. So you may be stuck at home, perhaps. You may be in bed. You may be working from bed this month. This is a time for you to study your dreams and look at your old visions, see if there's any worth in any of them, something you can bring forward into the future. Meanwhile, Cancer, you have a busy 8th house. Still, Saturn, planet of restrictions, is there. So is Jupiter, planet of creative energy. They're natural opposites, really. And this sector of your chart is to do with contracts, taxes, shared resources, collaborations. So some wonderful opportunities may pop up this month as creative Jupiter races away from the grasp of restrictive Saturn. But make sure you're up to date with all your responsibilities before you say yes to anything, because you may be taking on more than you can handle. Just make sure about that. Now, Mercury remains in this 8th house of shared resources for a couple of weeks, the first 2 weeks of the month. And then and on the 15th of March, it's going to move into your rather livelier 9th house of ideas, travel, beliefs, spiritual practices, and higher learning. And the Sun and creative Venus are already there. They've been hanging out there a while, as well as artistic Neptune. So it's been a very busy time for you in terms of higher learning and spirituality. Even if you're not a terribly spiritual person yourself, you may find that your mind has been expanded recently. You've taken on new courses, perhaps. Vitally, the Sun is moving into Aries, your career house, on the 20th of March. Now, this marks a new chapter in your career. This is a time of year, traditionally, when you take a look at where you're going. You enlarge your ambitions, perhaps. You strive to improve your chances of success in the world. Venus, planet of creativity as well as money and love, is following the Sun into Aries the very next day, and it's going to stay close to the Sun for quite some time. And this gives the month a deeply creative and loving feel for you. On March 26th, the Sun and Venus are going to form an exact conjunction, meaning that they are occupying the same degree. And this could be a really significant date for you, Cancer, in creative terms. It could also be a significant day for you if you're currently competing for funding, for instance, for a creative project. So mark that date in your diary for an extra career push. You've got shiny, charismatic Venus on your side, so make the most of her there. Now, with all these creative, energetic planets in your 9th house, you may be itching to get out, to travel, to exchange new ideas with other people, to follow your heart and your beliefs. And if you're living under restrictions at the moment, you may still be able to do all those things, but online. So you may have to travel inwardly or start an online training course of some kind, or perhaps even teach one. You may be learning new skills, you may be reaching out to others, people who will enlarge your mind with exciting and creative new ideas. So have a wonderful and a very creative month, Cancer. And remember, if you'd like to hear more about your creative stars for the months ahead, please like this video and subscribe to my channel below. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.